G'day, today we're having a look at another weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. That's the name of this game. So this is the week of the 30th of May. We have unlimited traffic lights. Our weekly choices are now a mystery, and bridges don't require road tiles. Well, those are two very friendly things. This one here is always really hit and miss, because you could be the lucky person that's getting motorways offered to you in that, or you could be the unlucky person that's getting I don't know, I guess bridges when you don't need bridges. At least we know we're not going to get traffic lights in there, so our chances of getting something that's going to be good and useful is up a little bit. Then Japan also can be Tokyo can also be a tricky map. A lot of factors at play. I mean, the fact that we don't have to crisscross our first two colors here is a good start. That's nice and close for blue at its destination. Alright, we're going to stick with always going left. Always left of the bridge. Not a bad thing. If we can't guarantee that we're going to get motorways in a level that's got such a predominant river, like, we'll take them. What we'll do here, have that guy connected like that, and then these guys can connect like that. Hopefully this guy can go for a little while with just one house there. And this guy can easily pivot some of these guys across, but actually a very friendly setup for both of them, I think. There's always that real lull that you get at the start of a game where you feel like you're doing well because you've had the first few go nice, and then suddenly you get one color up here and the other color downside. What do we say? Always left. The other thing that I mean, I've got a lot of squares at the moment, so what we're going to do is one thing I've always done in my Tokyo builds, which is block off this island for two reasons. Generally, it's going to be an awkward place for anyone to get their houses, particularly if it's their first set of houses. And secondly, later in the game, we actually might need the space for roads to pass through. So I don't do too much blocking in this game, but it's one of the few times I do use blocking. Set of lights in there. Okay. So that guy can look after him. Actually, we'll keep this a little bit further away so that yellow's got room to get more houses. Always left. Another roundabout. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, far-reaching location to the benefit. Nobody. So we'll try and keep him a little bit extra room just in case we get some blue houses in here, yellow houses in here. Yeah, that one sneaky space at the end there. This guy's the circular one, so not too bad. Having him as the with 5 houses. guy's so much closer than those two. There we go. Motorway on the board. Don't like that setup. Let's put this guy around the back, maybe. Now we're getting light on road tiles. What we're going to do, we'll concede that island. See if we can a little bit of room in here so that we can get more blue houses, more purple houses on that side of the road. Beautiful. Okay, so he's probably going to need at least one person coming in support. What we might do is turn these two guys down. Do that to give him just one extra guy, but we want to leave this guy the two closer options. And really we've also given him we've made this guy slightly closer too. That means that guy's only still got the two looking after him, but he's not really that far away in comparison. But this guy should be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting here for a while at least. Okay. So let's pause for a second here. Try and work out where we want to go. It's Saturday. Maybe we'll wait for end of the week. But what I reckon we want to do is go up here, cut this, send these guys up here. I've still got to address him as well. This guy's a real candidate for that, one of those motorways. Beautiful. Makes life a lot easier that we've got some motorways that we can use to... So I do like to hold on to one motorway at the end as sort of my emergency one to address issues. It's like put out spot fires. I expect that we'll get a purple guy down here somewhere. At which point we might... Sorry, that's pink. Pink guy down here. At which point we might have to shift to using pink houses up here for this guy. Okay. So, work this out. I mean, we can easily just connect these guys to this road. Then what we can do is these guys up. Better off doing that and then having these guys over the top. Better having everyone just in on a single spot. How about a roundabout in? Have them go up off that roundabout. Let's see how that works. Alright, so let's flip these three guys around. Because you can see that we've already used two of our Two of our motorways, and with that sort of emergency one that I've got is basically now the only one I've got left. Just make it harder to justify chucking in some motorways. I would love to give these guys the motorway, though. They're going to be having long distance issues. That's a real helping hand, this guy. That's a problem. Okay, so let's pause for a second. Those two guys that way, get rid of that. Make those two like that, and then we'll redo this road again. Send it back where it was. And then these guys around. We don't really want this to go into a want to slow them down. So we'll just send them into a roundabout. Send them slightly further north. It's definitely the worst looking of our guys so far. But it's basically because every time he has a job come up, that just sends someone off from over here. Just leave that guy's roads alone. Now I've got to wait for that road to come back. Cool. Didn't take that long. I was expecting for a pink to come down here. Turns out the pink was coming up here. At least that's a nice close connection. Instantly becomes the closest guy for this guy, so we definitely want to use him. Okay. So I don't like having the two guys of a single set operating on the same side of a of one of these connections, because the issue ends up not being the amount of traffic in here, it's the amount of traffic out here. But now that we've got this one here as well, it feels like we need to almost move this over here. So use a roundabout. Let's try this. Put a sort of duck under it. I suppose that can just do that. You guys can connect like that. And then we can that out like that and move it there. See how that goes. Got the extra bridge, so what we could do is sort of send two of the three of these guys down here and through this gap. I mean, you can see guys are basically already having to stop here. So let's pause that. We've got that third guy just there. Do that. Move him back to where he was. Get rid of that. Only that when I shifted it down, there was no problems for it. Happy to instantly move. Because I had the extra motorway, I guess, but now it's adamant that everyone comes back first. I don't like this. I don't like a a circle having to share with anyone. Goodness. Every time we get one of those, it probably extends our life a little bit more. Okay, so let's get that out of there. We'll flip this guy around here. Which means that his journey... Oh, not over bridge. Okay, so let's go the other way then. So this guy, keep that. And then... It's really having to... Get rid of that. Turn these two up. It's got a duck under. Down. We won't go there because we might get a nice greenhouse there. So we'll send that guy across like that. Give him the extra motorway. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. He's just set himself up completely to be a motorway. The only way to get houses to him is going to be around the outside here. This. That. This little yellow collective here isn't too bad. Let's just up him a little bit to give them more space. It's not too bad. Nice to get another house closer than everything else. There are only 2 houses still looking after this guy. That does not feel sustainable. This guy's also, you can see, starting to struggle a bit more. I guess we've got... There's heaps of guys down here, though, that aren't currently connected to anything. Aha, it's a success every time we get a motorway. Kind of a bridge. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Purple, they're fine. The only bridges I have is this guy, and this guy. So the question is any of these guys going to be better off with... Of these guys, who's going to be best off with a motorway over a bridge? And I would probably say it's going to be this guy. So clear all that out. Turn this guy around so they all just sort of land in there. Alright, well those 2 guys I hadn't connected, I guess they're now going to be needed. Probably too many. Go just the 4 guys. Almost got a perfect square here. 2 of these are both circular now. I'm not sure when the second one went. But there's only 6 houses in there looking after the 2 of them. Well, you're a pretty easy one to look after. In fact, maybe I should use these two guys up here. They can't help out anywhere else. They're not as close as those two, but gives this guy a little bit more backup. He probably will end up needing it. Oof. I mean, what I don't like about this is I'm going to have to use this guy, but that's such a long distance that they're going to have to operate. And it's taking my final motorway. Oh, good. Let's shift him over. This guy's probably got more than enough looking after him. This guy could use a little bit of help. So let's put you in there. These guys are doing really well. I mean, you can see this guy's not even using his 4 houses. His 4 cars, rather. For a lot of the time, there's still a guy just sitting at home. So he's moving really efficiently. Going to be stacking up on roundabouts now, it looks like. Like I said, the plus side is that we won't be stacking up on traffic lights. Pretty adamant that I need a lot of red and a lot of pink. By the way, this guy here, still working on 1 house. Let's give him that support. Blue is the one that I probably think, yeah, I would expect is going to be fine. Oh, he can't turn around and enjoy that perfect circle. He'll be fine because he's got so many houses that it shouldn't ever reach a point where there's so much more demand that someone else isn't going to sink first. Or roundabouts. This guy is starting to need that help. Okay. This is going to be, I was going to say a long backdoor job that what we could do is get these guys across. Problem is to get them across, they'd have to, they need a bridge, which I don't have. They could connect to these guys' line, except they can't reach it. It's blocked in completely with the exception of this one guy could connect there to connect through. But otherwise they could go all the way, like, we'll turn them around to start with, and then run them up and around and all the way around just to be Extra set of hands. Just don't want to waste a motorway on that. What we might do is just hold on for now. And maybe we'll just send them up a... there'll be my emergency motorway. I'll kick into there just briefly to clean it up. So let's just do that for a moment here. I mean, you can see the surge of guys that comes out. Not all 6 of them, just 4 of them. But it basically means that there's 4 that currently these guys weren't able to cover. So they are just doing a quick assist to clean that guy up. While we hope upon hope that we get more purple anywhere on this side of the map. That's a great get, that yellow and that yellow. Back up to both of these guys. You can see this guy here that I was praising for not even needing his second house is already using the first one of those guys. This guy here is looking shaky. Cool, a bridge. So what we will do is we will turn these guys around. Because they've got him under control. It's just that there's no way he's going to be able to sustain. That. I mean, it means this is a long trip for these guys, but you can see how slowly he gets bad. So basically the idea is that they'll just, a dude or two will just trickle around there and just clean it up. Now, like I was saying about how blue's not going to cause me a problem because I've got so many of them. On the opposite side, red is going to cause me a problem because I've got so few of them. And purple. Well, purple's now suffering the overflow. This guy is suffering the overflow of this guy not doing well. So we might have to just put that motorway back in place just to clean this up. I guess that is not going to work for him. So let's apologize to everyone for trying that idea. Let's just send them that way once they get over there because it is making this guy suffer. And you can see everyone just stuck trying to get out of this neighborhood. But there's not really too much we can do for these guys. Maybe a set of lights. So let's turn that guy up. You guys got to get moving. As this guy's going badly, he's going badly too, because they're just sharing this problem. We can't lose sight of everyone else that we've got working at the moment, and that includes this guy here, who's severely undermanned. Let's do that. These two guys cutting up that way. So the lights there too. Oh yeah, that's where we're gonna just sink on getting too many roundabouts. Okay. And looking at this isn't gonna make it any better. Let's put a set of lights there. Just tell those guys you can go. Red's now starting to fall away too. Let's get... That blue guy's actually in a really nice spot for him. I realize that this intersection is going to make life harder for him, who's also struggling. But I think this guy's worse off. Everyone for this guy's actually also out of home, so shifting any more of these guys to support someone else isn't going to help him. Purple is... This is a disaster, this guy here. I thought that guy was... Well, it's a combination. It's the fact that that guy got bad made this guy, like, just a nightmare for his route out. Let's try. that. Let's see if we can just fix that. But I think this guy's going to recover though. Oh, here's finally a purple population down the bottom that we can't do anything with. I mean, this blue's already struggling, so let's just make things worse for him. I mean, he's got a bonus house here. This guy's even closer now. And let's run these guys into there. That's only a square house. It's not a... not an ultra problem. Not like what this guy currently is. Which I don't think that anyone's going to be able to fix this at this stage. This guy's doing a little bit better, in that he's not going to be the one that I die on at this stage. Oh, get in there. 3,900. Not too bad. I don't think there was any saving what we had there. Let's compare it. It's nice to be top 1%. 13. Close to that top 10. Not too bad at all. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.